G'day, Steve here, Woodworking Masterclass. Once more, Vevor's asked me to do a review of a product, and what I was looking for was a new machinist vise for my metal workshop. So they said, look, we've got one here we'd like you to have a look at and see what you think. And I said, all right. I said, but the thing is, I don't want a toy, I want a real vise. And they said, well, this one comes in at 20 kilos. So this box has 20 kilos worth of vise in it. So let's unwrap it, have a look, and fit it to the bench. I love doing these, I really do. You just don't know what's going to happen next, do you? This has got a few added features my standard 100mm bench vise doesn't have. And whoa! I got to tell you, that is quite a substantial looking vise. So we'll see if we can get it out and see what it looks like. And now I'm going to get it out with it. Oh, whoop, hurting me back. There we go. Oh. I'll do it this way. Cut it from the top and the bottom. Whoa, all the nuts and bolts are at the bottom. Tell you what, it's a piece of gear, all right. Description: solid cast iron, rotary table, 360 degrees rotation, suitable for installations on the table. There you go. Well, this is it. That's quite a hefty bit of kit. All right. So we've got locks to stop it from swiveling. This is the bit I was interested in because sometimes I have to hold round bits of pipe, and if I'm using just standard jaws, sometimes it rolls and rotates, whereas I've got two clamping jaws here for round stock. I've got one there so I can put something. Let's see if we can find something round. There you go. Glass jar, so I won't do it too hard. But I can put something round in there and that will hold it while I work on it. I'm not going to over tighten it because that's glass. Which, of course, you wouldn't put in a vise. And the other bit I love are these jaws here. So I can put, and I'm not going to tighten this one up because it's for a job. I can put round stock in there and it won't twist, and I can work on it, whether I'm welding it or screwing it or drilling it or what have you. And then I've got, that's quite generous jaws actually. I think they're about 6-inch. The one I've got at present is only a 100mm 4-inch one. Yep, 150mm 6-inch jaws, and then I've got a rotating head with degrees here, so if I want something tilted at a certain degree, there's not a, oh, there is a bit of a mark there. You might want to make that, put a little bit of red paint on that so you've got your zero mark, because it doesn't stand out all that well. But it's got a nice little anvil on the back here. And all in all, I'm thinking that's a pretty special sort of vise. I've got 4 mounting brackets or points. The one I've got up in the other shed, we'll go up there, I'll show you it. It's only got 3, I think. But I like the idea that this can swivel. But more importantly, I love this idea that I can just change the head just by swinging it around. And see how well they lock. That's pretty good. Okay, that needs tightening up somewhat on the bottom, but that should be... I don't know how we're going to tighten that up. Oh, there we go. Ah! Oh no, it just needed to turn it up a bit. So that's quite nice. The thing I hate with these vices, doesn't matter whose vice it is, when you get that little bit of skin between your finger and your thumb caught when that drops through. Doesn't matter if it's a woodworking vice or any vice. That's got no reflection on the vice, it's the operator more than anything else. All right. Well, I think we'll go up to the metal workshop and we'll fit it to the bench. So, up to the metalworking bench now, or workshop. This is the one I've had for a while. It was originally in the back of the truck and is going to go back to the back of the truck, which is really handy to have a vice in the back of your ute or whatever. And we'll put this one here. So this one was a 100mm draw. This is 150mm. This one swivels as well, but I had to weld these brackets on. These have already got Tommy bars in there, which I think is a good thing. So now I'll remove this one. We'll see if we can line this one up, put some holes in it, and get it all set up. There you are, all nicely put in. I didn't have to use the mounting bolts because the bolts I had on the other vice works just fine. But the versatility this gives me, and I love the way that spins and clears the bench. I think that's terrific. And we lock that in. There, as I said, the only thing I can find is that mark isn't all that easy to see, so we might just get a punch and make it a little bit more visible. There you go. Now you can see it, and if I wanted to I could drop a little bit of red paint in there or something. Doesn't hit this vice here, so that's good. Just a bit of stuff out in the blacksmithing shed. Nothing flash. First of all, yeah, that holds nicely. What I will do is get a set of soft jaws for it. That's fine. This is the one I'm really interested in. Isn't that wonderful? Isn't that great? Holding around stock like that. And then of course you've got these ones in here. And that, trust me, that, what are we doing here? Oh, okay. You got to loosen this off to spin it. That is much nicer sawing that or grinding it or drilling it or whatever, because it doesn't move. Whereas if you're in just the straight jaw position, it does have a tendency to slip in the vise. I could tighten that so it doesn't, but then seeing this is a tube, it's going to bend it. The other way doesn't. So no, I like that. I think that is going to get a lot of use. And let me just see if I'm not using it. I can spin it out of the way, and I can use this vise here, which is a wood vise, and I don't keep hitting myself on the hip with it. So a pretty quick, short and sweet video on the vise. Not much you can really talk about a vise except the fact this one works. I love the idea of the versatility of the swivel, so I can have it straight up with straight jaws, or I can have it so I can do pipe, round stock, cylinders, something like that. The other thing with the swivel base, this has got a nice lot of clearance, so it can swing around out of the way, as I said before, so you don't hit yourself. It's got quite a nice, generous anvil there for if you've got to hammer out some steel or something, or straighten something. And yeah, nice anvil, nice and sturdy, so that's not going anywhere, providing all these are tightened up. I love the way that I can swing it into the work position, swing it out of the way when I'm not using it, and as I said before, doesn't hurt my hip. Beautiful presentation of the jaws. I will get some soft jaws for this, but the versatility of just swinging that around. Now I can use round bar in here, cylinders in the top, swing it back when I'm doing whatever, and of course, as I just mentioned, the generous anvil on the back. So all in all, I've got to say, Vevor, you've done it again. I'm really happy with that. Another fantastic addition to the workshop, and it'll get many years of use, and I'm sure abuse at the end of my hammer. If you're interested, check below in the comments. There's in the description, there's a link, and I think there's a 5% discount for a period of time if you're interested. And it's, I'm sorry, Australia only, but a wonderful combination vise. And the other vise I just took away, I've got to go and fit in the back of my ute now. So that's it. This is Steve pulling the shed door down, saying thanks for Vevor, and thanks everyone for watching. And remember to keep it sharp. But more importantly, keep it safe, look after yourself, be kind to each other. And I look forward to having your presence in one of the workshops again very soon. Till then, keep creative, keep busy, look after yourself. God bless. Bye for now.